Santiago, an old Cuban fisherman, had gone 84 days without a catch. He was seen with deep wrinkles in the back of his neck. His hands had deep creases caused from handling the fish, but none of these scars were fresh. They were as old as illusions in a fishless desert. Everything about him was old except his eyes, and they were the same color as the sea and unshapely. A boy named Manolin was Santiago's only friend, who helped him during his first 40 days of the dry spell. But after 40 days without a fish, the boy's parents had told him that the old man was unlucky and ordered their son to join another boat. Despite this, though, the boy helped the old man to bring in his empty boat every day. Santiago, the boy said to him as they climbed the bank from where the boat was hauled up, "I could go with you again. We've made some money." The old man had taught the boy to fish, and the boy loved him. "No," the old man said, "you're with a lucky boat. Stay with them. But remember how you went 87 days without a fish, and then we caught big ones every day for 3 weeks." "I remember," the old man said. I know you did not leave me because you dove it. It was Papa made me leave. I am a boy, and I must obey him." "I know," the old man said. "It is quite normal." "He hasn't much faith." "No," the old man said, "but we have, haven't we?" "Yes," the boy said. "Can I offer you a beer in the terrace?" "Why not?" the old man said. Between fishermen, the pair stopped at the terrace for a beer. The old man told the boy that tomorrow he would go out far in the Gulf to fish. The boy responded that he would try to get his owner to work near Santiago so that he could help the old man. After the beer, they hauled the gear and worked up the load together to the old man's shack and went in through its open door. The old man leaned the mast against the wall, and the boy put the box and the other gear beside it. The old man's house was very simple, with a bed, table, and a chair on the dirt floor. There was also religious pictures and a tinted photograph on the wall, the life of his wife. What do you have to eat?" the boy asked. "A pot of yellow rice with fish. Do you want some?" "No, I will eat at home. Do you want me to make a fire?" "No, I will make it later on, or I may eat the rice cold. May I take the castanet?" "Of course." There was no castanet, and the boy remembered when they had sold it. But they went through this fiction every day. There was no pot of yellow rice and fish, and the boy knew this too. "I will be back when I have the sardines," said the boy. "I will keep yours and mine together on ice, and we can share them in the morning. When I come back, you can tell me about baseball." When the boy came back, the old man was asleep in the chair and the sun was down. He took the old army blanket off the bed and spread it over the back of the chair and over the old man's shoulders. There were splendid shoulders, still powerful although very old, and the neck was still strong too, and the creases did not show much when the old man was asleep. "Supper?" said the boy. "We're going to have supper." "I'm not very hungry. Come on and eat. You can fish and not eat." After the boy and the old man ate supper, they discussed the baseball. "I would like to take the Roy DiMaggio fish," the old man said. "They say his father was a fisherman. Maybe he was as poor as we are and would understand. The great Cicela's father was never poor, and the father was playing in the big leagues when he was my age. When I was your age, I was people the master on a spear-laden ship that led to Africa, and I have seen lions on the beach in the evening. Should we talk about Africa or about baseball? Baseball, I think. The boy said. Who is the great manager, Lily? Luque or Mike Gonzalez? I think they are equal. And the best fisherman is you. No, I know others better. There are many good fishermen and some great ones, the boy said. But there is only you. Thank you. You make me happy. I hope no fish will come along so great that he will prove us wrong. There is no such fish if you are still strong as you say. I may not be as strong as I think, the old man said, but I know many tricks and I have a resolution. You ought to go to bed now so that you will be fresh in the morning. I will take the dishes back to the terrace. Good night then. I will wake you in the morning. You are my alarm clock, the boy said. 8 is my alarm clock, the old man said. Why do old men wake so early? It is to have one longer day? I don't know, the boy said. All I know is that young boys sleep late and hard. I can't remember it, the old man said. I will wake you in time. The boy went out. The old man rolled his trousers up to make a pillow, putting the newspaper inside them. He rolled himself in the blanket and slept on the other old newspaper that covered the springs of the bed. He was asleep in a short time, and he dreamed of Africa when he was a boy, and the long gold beaches and the white beaches, and the high caves and the great brown mountains. He lived along that coast now every night, and in his dreams he heard the surf roar and saw the native boats come lighting those it. He smelled the tar of the deck as he slept, and he smelled of the smell of Africa. Usually, when he smelled the land breeze, he woke up and dressed to go and wake the boy. But tonight the smell of the land breeze came very early, and he knew it was too early in his dream and went out on dreaming to see the white peaks of the island rising from the sea, and then he dreamed of the different harbors of the Canary Island. He no longer dreamed of sports, nor of women, nor of great occurrences, nor of great fish, nor of fights, nor contests of strength, nor of his wife. He only dreamed of plays now, and of the lions on the beach. They played like young cats in the dusk, and he loved the boy. He never dreamed about the boy.